Welcome to the crazy house. Today I'm going to be doing a garden update, and the last time you saw the garden was whenever we were planting it, and I didn't show you guys where that we were planting these. We were going to put them in pots, but then we remember we had this little spot with nothing because what was here before got trampled whenever the cable people came and different things like that, but we don't have cable anymore, and I'm hoping that we don't have to have any kind of services like that come out because all that stuff is different. So we put the things right here, and this is the rosemary, basil, and the lavender. Now the lavender and the rosemary will keep growing and coming back year after year, but the basil won't, so we can just put that basil back every time. But they're doing pretty good right here. And I just wanted to start here to show you. And I know there's a shadow, and I'm sorry. It's just, we have a very shady backyard. Our backyard is has a lot of trees. So I'm going to go ahead and, maybe if I did that. But I'm going to go ahead and come over here and show you guys the rest of it. Okay, so this is where we have the sage, parsley, oregano, and thyme. And I had shown you whenever we planted this, and they're doing really well. Growing. That one's wet. I was like, what is that shiny for? But it's wet. This has just been watered. But they're doing really well. This has a little bit of yellowing on it. I'm going to go ahead and just pick that off. But that happens sometimes with parsley. But they're looking good. And let's go on over here to the main garden. Hello, Allie. She needs a haircut, which I don't even think you guys saw her. But this is the main garden, and everything is doing really well. I was kind of a little bit iffy about planting in the soil because we've not had a good time with that. We do need to come out here and weed and stake up the tomatoes, but let me just start in here. Like the celery, we've never planted celery before, but we like it, so we thought, let's just plant some, see how it works. And it's really looking good. The tomatoes have some blooms on them. I do believe almost all of the tomato plants have little blooms. These are a different type of tomato, but these are the ones that are getting so big that we're really going to have to stake those up. The eggplants look really good. The squash, the cucumbers, everything is looking really fantastic, and I'm very happy about this because, like I said, I was a little bit concerned with planting. Oh, these have blooms too. Look at that. Those are the cucumbers, I do believe. I could be wrong. It may be the squash, but I think that's the cucumbers. I'm almost positive. We have it to where that the cucumbers we can lead up the fence. We've done that before whenever we were doing raised beds, and it worked out really well. But everything's looking really good, and I'm very happy about it. Like I said, we need to get out here and do a little weeding. We've got a little stuff going on with that. But that's the garden update. That's what it looks like. And these videos, when I do them, are going to be pretty short because there's probably not going to be a lot to talk about. But my plan is, once we start getting a harvest, I will either do a video if there's enough, or I will put a picture of what we got and tell you what we got or whatever, like that kind of thing, like explain the picture or something like that on the community tab. So be looking on the community tab for updates that maybe they're not huge updates, but there'll be an update nonetheless. Some of the marigolds are not doing the most fabulous. I don't know why. We've never planted those before, but let's hope that they get a little bigger, a little better, that they start perking up. And also the little fence that we have up, yes, was just a thrown up little thing, but it keeps our dogs out, and it's working pretty well too. I'm thinking about if this is going to be our permanent spot. I am really thinking about building a cute little fence around it, and if we do, I will bring you guys along as well. It'll probably be built out of pallets or something like that. So I guess I'm gonna stop running my mouth and let you guys go. But this is our garden update. I was excited to share it with you. It's been a couple weeks since we planted, and we've had there was one period where we had like several days of rain, and I was gonna come out here and try to film before it rained or after it finished raining or something, but the ground was so soggy and so messed up that I just didn't want to step into the garden because I was literally afraid I was going to sink. So that's all I have for today. I hope you guys did enjoy this. If you like the garden updates, go ahead and let me know in the comments. Tell me what you might want to know about gardening. I'm not a professional, but I have been gardening. I've been in a garden my whole life because my daddy took me into a garden when I was probably before I could walk. But I remember walking behind my daddy, picking off okra and eating it straight out of the garden and stuff like that. So if there's anything that I can help you with, then I would be glad to help you with it. Also, we do organic gardening. We do not put any pesticides in our garden, and we use natural fertilizers like rabbits and chicken poop and stuff like that. But yeah, we don't do the unorganic or the, whatever that's poison is what I call it. We don't do that stuff. We do organic gardening. So that means if we have any kind of bugs or critters, we try to figure out a way that is organic that we can get rid of them. And there are ways to do it. I don't care what anybody says. There is something that's going to get those things away, because there was a time when there were no pesticides, none of those things that people were organically using, doing their garden. So that's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed this. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and remember, don't take any wooden nickels, and be sweet.